Yo, good morning, y'all. Hey, look, I'm up. I got a lot of stuff to do this morning. I'm not gonna be on here long right now. Tonight, I'm gonna probably go live around 8 o'clock on YouTube, and you guys need to come tune in. More and more disturbing information is coming out about big business, man. I try to really take a little step back for about a week or two just to kind of reset. And man, this shit is crazy. This shit is crazy. Bruh, goddamn, I just got a DM this morning. Dude DMs me, another victim. The victim says, hey man, big business got me too for 100,000. I'm like, here we go again. Here we go again. A buck band, send me a DM. So I look at this message, y'all. And Buddy sends me this video. I'm gonna play it for y'all, and then tonight at 8 o'clock we're gonna sit down and we're gonna bring a couple victims on. We're gonna run through this whole saga, and then we're gonna have a call to action because this shit is just really to the point where I can't believe how many people he's taking advantage of for the amount of numbers the numbers that we're talking about are absolutely astronomical. But bro, all these black people that's putting up six figures, I ain't even gonna lie, this is sick. This some sick shit, man. If y'all haven't already done so, you can join into the Get Your Ass Up Show Telegram page. We have it's a private channel where we talk about all this shit. But real quick, before I hop off here, I just want you guys to see this. This sick. This some sick shit. Go to the Get Your Ass Up Show page, and you can actually go into you can join the private channel, and you can take a look at the information. But look at this right here, man.
Yo, I'm out here looking at this property that I bought from you, and you telling me everything is done, supposed to be halfway done, they doing the windows and stuff like that. Now, how does this look done to me? And I don't understand what's going on. And the last time I talked to you, you said they was doing the floors or whatever the case may be. There's nothing done at this complex right here. Yo, I'm out here looking at this property that I bought from you, and you telling me everything is done, supposed to be halfway done, they doing the windows and stuff like that. Now, how does this look done to me? And I don't understand what's going on. And the last time I talked to you, you said they was doing the floors or whatever the case may be. There's nothing done at this complex right here.
Look at this. One more time.
I'm out here looking at this property that I bought from you, and you telling me everything is done, supposed to be halfway done, they doing the windows and stuff like that. Now, how does this look done to me? And I don't understand what's going on. And the last time I talked to you, you said they was doing the floors or whatever the case may be. There's nothing done at this complex right here.
I just want y'all to take into context this situation. This is a man who invested six figures with Big Bizzness. Was checking in on his property, and Big Bizzness told him that, hey, your property is almost done. Then the brother goes to check on the property, and they ain't did shit to it. Bro, this, and yes, he sent me pictures. He sent me everything. He showed the property. You can look clearly and see the property even in that one video, but he sent me a bunch of pictures and all the other videos of the property. I'm going to be doing a whole breakdown of this tonight on YouTube. This is some crazy shit, man. Where is it at? Let me see if I can find Buddy's name. Too many goddamn messages in the morning. What the hell was his name? But yeah, this shit crazy. Here's the done property. This is the completed property. This is the property that this man paid him $100,000 for. And they
right there, they saying they're gonna demo.
They gonna demo the building? Oh my God!
They're gonna demo this property soon.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no, bro! His property on the condemned list? Oh my God, bro! Oh my God, bro! Oh my God, bro! Oh my God, bro. I didn't even know that. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God, yo. This dude's property's on the fucking condemned list.
And now right there, they saying they're gonna demo.
Oh my man.
They're gonna demo this property soon.
Yo. Hey, yo. Oh, hell no. Oh, fuck no, man. Oh. Nigga. Nigga, that shit just made me go for a loss of words. Bruh. That's fucking insane, dog. Hey, man. That's crazy. That's crazy, dog. That's fucking crazy, bro. Oh, shit. Imagine a nigga, you give a nigga $100,000. He sells you a property that's on the condemned list and lie to you about the work being completed and that shit is in the same condition. Oh, man. Boy, I know one motherfucking thing. That's horrendous, dog. I feel terrible for Buddy. Like that nigga. Nah, I ain't cutting no motherfucking check on that. I ain't cutting no $100,000 check for that one, bro. You fuck that. Nigga, no, this nigga owe too many niggas. I ain't even got no money. But y'all niggas think I'm Bill Gates? I can't even cut no nigga no check for this shit. This shit out of control. Bruh, that is fucked up. Like, that is fucked up. Who in the comments had a condemned property? Who? Hey, yo, Big Bank Crew. I sent you a live request. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. How did he get it past the inspection? Because everybody didn't understand how real estate worked, and he preyed on y'all ignorance. So what Greg did was he never took y'all through a typical real estate transaction. He bought the properties and then he deeded the properties over to you guys. So he was able to pass off properties that could have had all kind of issues right to you without having to go through a typical closing process, which that means you wouldn't have been able to get all your inspections and everything else. Um, Golly, man, and it's not even like it, I can't even blame the victims because like if you're trusting in your mentor to be able to teach you exactly what's going on and they showing you and telling, man, this is absolute fucked up, man. Yeah, hey y'all, we gonna set up the no refunds, no peace protest in June. It's time. We're gonna do the no refunds, no peace here in June. Um, we got to start going and getting it together. This one is, yo, Mitchell, no, mobile notary. Where you at? Mitchell, mobile notary. Where? I don't see that person. Mitchell, mobile notary. Is that the person? Send me a live request. Is that who it is? That's who it is. Mitchell. I don't see you. Simone, come here. Send me a live request, Simone. Send me a live request. Add you. Press the little plus button at the bottom. The little camera right next to the comments. I just sent you one.
Hey, Tony.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. Wait, let me turn my camera around. Give me one second.
I wasn't even thinking I was gonna be doing a full live this morning, but good Lord have mercy, this shit done changed over real fast.
Yeah, pretty much.
So you also invested with Greg?
I invested with Greg back in 2018. He said that he was doing a one-on-one. He was offering one-on-ones. You pay $5,000 up front. You get a property. You pay for the property, and then at the end you give him another $5,000.
And what happened?
And I got a property in Philly. The property, unbeknownst to me, was on the condemned list. After months of him just telling me back and forth, we're gonna start your property, start your property. The property we never were able to get the property started. Come to find out, when we got in, what was it? I think it was like 2020. We wanted to start work on it, and Greg just disappeared. We sent inspectors there. We sent the architect. Come to find out, the property could not be started. It was supposed to be condemned that same week.
So, what happened to the property at this point? Is that property in your name? Is it in Greg's
We wanted
name?
to sell the property. We sold the property, and then when we sold the property, it was torn down. Right now, it's nothing but a lot.
What's been your communication with Greg, if any?
We never were able to catch up with him. You call the office, he give you his cell phone number. He never answers his cell phone number. Then you call the office. They just keep telling you, they take your name, your number. They say they're going to call you back. They never call you back. We never got in touch with Greg. I've driven out to Philly. I went to his so-called offices. Every time you pull up to the office, he give you a good speech. Yo, I got you. Don't worry. If anything, I'm going to give you another property. Don't worry about it. Greg doesn't stand by nothing he say. It's just a whole bunch. He'll spin you each and every time you question what's going on with my property. Because at one point he was telling me they was working on it. When we drove by there, they never worked on the property. There was nothing being done to the property. There was nothing at all being done to the property. And so it just was a bunch of hot air. He never worked on the property.
So you said back in 2018. So since
yes.
When's your last communication? 2020? When?
About 2020, because we sold it July of 2020. So right before we sold it is when we found out that property could not even be fixed. It was literally, when we went in it, you could see up to the sky. There was no roof, no nothing. You could literally see up to the sky. Literally see up to the sky. If you Google it, I don't know if the pictures are still on like Zillow or whatever. The address is 2130 North 28th Street, Philadelphia. You will see. You could literally see up to the sky.
It was just a shell property.
A shell property. Yep.
And so how much did you pay him total?
$35,000 for the property, but we paid him $5,000 up front, so it was a total of $40,000.
God dang.
Yep.
I thought you were just saying $5,000. So you paid $5,000 for the mentorship.
For the so-called mentorship, we never ever were able to speak to him. We're never mentor, because he was saying this is going to be a one-on-one. We're going to walk you step by step from the process of purchasing it all the way through, and that never happened. Never happened. We were supposed to meet with him. He was supposed to take us to the property, show us how the process of the contracting work, starting from the electrical to the plumbing to the whatever. Never happened. Never happened. Every time we would reach out to him, hey, we're going to go to Philly, we're going to come to Philly, he would be a no-show. A no-show, a total no-show. You never got to see him. When you go out there was times we drove out there that he wasn't even there. Oh, I had to go down to Miami. I live in Miami, so we out in Miami right now. And he would never, ever be available. One time we just popped up on him, didn't even tell him that we was coming. That was the time we saw him in Philly. And he told us, don't worry, we got you. We got you. Don't worry, we got you. If anything, we'll give you another property. If anything, I'll get you something else. And then he had a young lady. She is a realtor. And she was like, oh, I got plenty of properties. He had a bunch of young boys. I don't know if he still does this, but back then when he was in Philly, he had a bunch of young boys calling themselves wholesalers. And they was basically, from what I seen, I think they was just basically going after people. They probably had a list. They was going after people who either didn't have any money to keep their property, from being on the tax sale, or they were just old people who were going to lose it anyway. Maybe they owed money on it or whatever. So they was, because the person that I bought the property, the person who previously owned the property that I bought, when I did my research, this person was like an old person. So I'm thinking that that was the scheme, that was the game. You get old people that's probably on their way out, that owe money to, you know, maybe owe tax money or whatever, they haven't paid their property taxes, and then you get them to deed the property over to big business. Then big business catch us, and big business go ahead and deed it over to us, and then he gets the money. Because the whole closing process, now that I look at it, was crazy. He had people from the title company in on it, because we didn't get no inspection. We didn't get anything of the sort. We got no inspection. There was no attorneys involved. There was no typical process.
You had a deed transferred over to you.
Exactly.
So
and then when we found out
doing
that
quick claim
property,
deeds with everybody.
Right.
Yep.
Right. Everything was crazy. It was total chaos. What wound up happening was, when we sold the property, come to find out there was liens on the property. When we purchased it, they never told us there was liens on the property.
Yeah, that's
when we went to go sell it.
You never went through an actual closing. You actually just did you just had a property deeded to you, so you never saw any inspections. And everybody that has went through this shit, and I've heard enough of these stories at this point, have all did the same thing. You guys, you gave big business the money, you paid Greg or one of his entities, and then he deeded the property over to you guys, and he made up a whatever type of number he wanted to on the contract. That's been his pattern. So I've seen it already. That's been like a consistent. Everybody has the exact same story, even to the point where, oh, that one don't work, I got another address for you. His whole story is never, like, everybody's story is exactly the same.
Yep. The same thing. I get you another one. Don't worry. It was like he was just at a free for, like a candy store. Oh, don't worry. I got you. And he's very good at, he throws numbers out. He throws a lot of numbers out. He tells you, oh, don't worry. We gonna cash out refi. That's his favorite line. Don't worry. This property right here, it don't look like much. I know you only got a couple of thousands in, a little 30,000, whatever. But don't worry, it's worth. He used to tell us it's worth 250. It's worth 250. And when I used to like look online, I'm like, I don't see. This was Strawberry Mansion. That's the name of the area in Philly. I didn't see nothing at that time worth 250 in Strawberry Mansion. 2018, nothing. This pre-pandemic, nothing was 250. There was nothing in Strawberry Mansion 250, but he was telling us, yo, it's 250, it's 250. When you cash out refi, you're going to walk away with 100 in your pocket.
Hey, Greg,
and I'm like,
hey, Greg, big business is the biggest scammer on the internet, man.
Yep.
This nigga did all y'all like that. I mean, where all y'all get this money from? Where your money come from?
My pension. I pulled money from my pension. Yep. It's terrible, because we trusted him, and it's crazy because I did my own little research. Everybody say, "Though, do your due diligence." I was doing my due diligence, and it's crazy how he'll game you so good with the talking that it's almost like you'll forget what you know. Like, not that you forgot it, but it'll be like, yo, I want to trust. This is my people. Like, he's the same. He's the same type of person as me. We both black. I don't think he gonna game me. Maybe he's really a good guy. Maybe he really do want to see everybody win, because iron sharpens iron. That's his favorite line. Iron sharpens iron, and blah blah blah. So I'm thinking, okay, he really want to see everybody win. Him and his wife is winning. And that's what he uses. He uses that, because it was me and my ex. So it would be like, yo, you see how me and Nick, this is how we started out. Me and Nick, that's how we started out. So you be believing him. You really be sitting there like, yo, he want to see us win. He want to see us win. Yo, that's what's up. No, he don't want to see you win. He don't want to see you win. Nah, he don't want to see you win. He want to win. He want to win. His pockets got fat. And all the people that he gamed, his pockets got fat. Nobody else was winning. We all lost. Yep. Me and Nick, and she's good because she'll tell you, oh, I got finance and I got connections with this private lender, and I got lenders. So you're thinking, yo, we gonna get the construction loan. We definitely gonna get the construction loan. It's no problem. And that's exactly what they prey on. They prey on your ignorance. They prey on you not really knowing, you not really doing your due diligence. Because had we did our due diligence in the beginning and actually went there before giving him any money to see the property, but then that's the other thing, he gets you with that construction, that Maybach construction, because he like, yo, don't worry about how it look, we got people to go, we got our people, our Maybach construction, they gonna make sure you good, so don't even worry about that, don't even worry about how it look, don't even worry about that, you good. And they don't do nothing. I don't even think they ever been to the property, because we paid him to go change the locks when we first got, like, after the closing. Oh, can you send somebody by there to change the locks? We went by there. It still had the original, I guess, whatever the city put on it when they condemned it. It still had that lock on there.
That man stole millions of dollars from the community and misled so many people.
Yep.
And I'm just being honest. We at this point, we need to get all the people that have issues to do a couple of things. First off, we got to get in one centralized location. I need everybody to go to my Get Your Ass Up show page, and there's a private channel. The private channel was called No Refunds, No Peace. So if you go to the Get Your Ass Up show page, I want you guys to all join the private channel. Inside the private channel, I'm gonna start putting in some things that we can do together to start being organized. I want to be able to have a real dedicated approach at how we go at making sure, like, we get everybody involved, from the news, attorney generals. We need to be very coordinated. So I want everybody to go to the Get Your Ass Up show page. I want you to go to the private channel. You'll see it on there. If you follow the page, you'll see it's a private channel in there. Get in there, go into the channel. That's going to be my way of communicating with you guys and putting all the details about exactly what's going to go on. So there's a couple things I'm going to do. And I don't care. I mean, obviously, we can't hide this stuff because they're going to come and try to look for it anyway. But we're going to obviously organize a protest. We're going to obviously reach out to the Attorney General and see if we can get, like, the SEC and some other people involved. But more importantly, I want to also create a GoFundMe. And this GoFundMe isn't to get everybody their money back. It's going to probably be, unless we get more than we anticipate, but I think this can be used for attorney fees and things of that nature, because there's so many people who can't afford the attorney fees. I had people reaching out to me who was like, hey, Tony, attorneys are saying they want $6,500 to be able to even, get for the retainer. So I know a lot of you probably already exhausted all your funds, and maybe might not be in the best position to do it right now. So let's take a collective effort. Even if, more importantly, like getting this on the Shade Room, getting this on some of the other blog sites. We got to start making sure we get very intentional with, like, our way that we move, so we can get get the noise loud enough to where he can't continue to do this. So yes, multiple streams. I agree. Using that GoFundMe, to even use it for promotion on Shade Room. We pay $8,000, but Shade Room will post it at that point. Now we're going to get the news out that, on a major platform that let people know exactly what's going on. We got to start making very coordinated and calculated moves at this point. Like me doing all these podcast episodes and talking to all you guys, it's exhausting as fuck. I'm tired. Like, I feel bad for y'all. I wake up and this shit is on me. It's heavy. It bothers the fuck out of me. I just hate so many people got taken advantage of like this. And the reason why it bothers me so much is because how much I've actually poured into trying to do the exact opposite and helping empower us through education with real estate. And there's so many people like this that mess it up for the people that really want to get into the business and want to learn how to do it the right way. And they're using this to build generational wealth, or, like, for you, it sounds like you were planning on using this for retirement purposes and building wealth. So I just hate seeing people who, no matter what their walk of life was, got violated by somebody that was in a position to be the mentor, the coach, to to just have everything, stolen like this. So I want to just be calculated, and I want to move with like real precision so we can make sure that it's just not us fucking recording. Just like that shit. I'm tired of that. Like, man, I'm tired. Like I'm arguing with niggas. I'm ready to go kick somebody's ass, and this ain't even my money. I'm in here going back and forth with these goofy niggas, Hod and Nafis and all these. I'm just sick of the goofy. Now it needs to be let's really punish these people that have preyed on y'all, and it means that you guys have to all be in unison with how you move. It can't just be about the one individual. It has to be about the collective. So let's get organized with this. Today, we're gonna literally talk about. I'm gonna go do some research, maybe setting the GoFundMe, all that stuff up, so you guys can start going in and put money in. I'll put I want to be transparent as possible because I don't want nobody to be like, hey, Tony got the money. We're gonna talk about exactly what the uses will be for this. We'll talk about exactly where every dollar will go because I want to make sure you guys have input on what's actually happening. I want to make sure we just get eyeballs that need to hear this, the news involved, to keep this guy from being predatory any longer. It's time to actually be like action based. It's no longer just talking about this shit. It's no longer about clicks and views. The clicks and views is fun at first, but like now, like this shit just fucking exhausting. It's disgusting. Like no shade room. Like you gotta pay, man. Like everything in media now is money. Like unless they think it's something that they just want to push, which I doubt. We just gotta come with the bag and just make sure that we do what we need to do to get the people to see what's going on. I'm so sorry for all of y'all. Like this, man, I'm tired of this shit. There's so many people. The dollar amounts are so egregious. Is sick. It's sick. Like I'm telling you, the average is like 55,000, and there's people that have put well beyond that. I'm talking about. I got people that send me on a regular 100,000, 200 grand, plus. Like these numbers are just insane. So today, y'all, make sure that we get into the No Refunds, No Peace channel on the Get Your Ass Up show page. I'll put in some very detailed things. I'm gonna actually see if I can get one or two of you guys to help me as far as setting up the GoFundMe and all that stuff. I'll reach out to somebody in here that's actually a victim because I want you guys to be able to be a part of this. I don't want to just. I got too much stuff that I got going on to just fully lead this, but I definitely want to be a huge asset into making sure you guys' voices are heard, that you got a platform that you can use, and a safe place to even share your stories. I appreciate you coming up and even sharing. I know a lot of people are so.
I'm glad I caught it because I was just scrolling and then I saw it came across my notifications and I was like, oh shit, I gotta hop on there because I wasn't even expecting. I was just putting my daughter on the bus and I was like, yeah, I gotta hop on it because I saw it. I think a few weeks ago you did something and I was kind of watching it here and there about the same thing and I was like, wow, it's crazy. It's definitely crazy.
This morning, I didn't even realize that the dude property was on the condemned list. To look at your 100 grand and it says condemned, man, I can't imagine the feelings that brother feels, and I know how I felt when
he tell
man.
you they working on it right now. They in there. I got a whole team in there, and you somewhere in another. And that's the kicker right there. A lot of us wasn't from Philly. A lot of us was from I'm from New York. A lot of us was from New York, New Jersey, people at Pennsylvania. People was out of town. So when you calling, you really believing that he got a team in there. You could probably only get out there once a month, whatever. We was only getting out there once a month, and he knew that. He knew that. He knew we wasn't around the corner. So it was easy for him to spin us and, yo, we got a team in there. We got a team in there. They there right now. There was no team in there. We went there and you could literally look up to the sky. You could open the front door and look outside. Yep. It's crazy.
Listen, so tonight, everybody, I'm gonna be live on YouTube at 8 p.m. My YouTube channel is Tony the Closer. We're gonna be. I'm gonna let some of the victims come back up. If you guys want to share stories or tell me what's going on, we want to hear those stories. I want to give you a platform, but more importantly, we'll be starting to talk about actual action steps, like things that we're going to do in order to make sure that you guys are either getting this man behind bars, getting compensation. Something needs to happen at this point. Um, so, damn. I just feel so goddamn bad for all y'all because the reality is I don't think any of y'all are gonna get your money back. If you invested with Greg at this point, I think that money is long gone. I think that he is robbing Peter to play Paul, and this is a full blown Ponzi, and he needs the next person in order to pay off the next person. And you guys got to make sure, like even from a social media standpoint, that we don't allow him to continue to prey on innocent people. Because there's somebody else's pension, there's somebody else's retirement, there's somebody else's 401k, there's somebody else's going all in with their credit card debt or whatever. This is somebody else is going to be in the same exact position as some of you guys, and they're going to get screwed over. And we got to stop thinking about ourselves sometimes, because not telling our story is exactly how these guys continue to do exactly what they do. I remember when this happened with me with Jay, and so many people was like, handle it in court, handle it in court. And the reality is that that shit happened in 2019. I'm still in court at this point right now. I'm well over 6 figures that I spent. I'm well over 6 figures that I've lost. There's not enough in our community. There's not a lot of people that can afford to be in legal battles that last years. There's not a lot of people that can afford to pay $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, $10,000 or more monthly in order to have an attorney fighting for their money back. Like that, like nobody wants to spend that type of money to fight for their money back. Nobody should have to do that to fight for their money back in the first place. And I think that we got to really stop the street code mentality when it comes to business. We have taken and applied that hood street mentality into business, meaning we don't speak on things. We keep everything to the code. We just take it on the chin and we eat it. And because we eat it, all the other people can continue to be impacted. All the other people can now have their pockets, violated by these predators in the community. And I just want to make sure, for me personally, and I did this with Jay, I called him out so much that he can't eat on these streets anymore. Like people, when he's lost millions of dollars because I was so loud and so consistent with being loud that people had to pay attention. And this is what you guys have to do. Like, you can't just sit back and just be like, well, mine's gone. I'm just moving on with life. I don't want to put the pressure on. I don't want. No, it needs to be, this man has violated me. We need to ensure, if we say that we really care about our community and the people in our community, that we're loud enough to keep that man from not doing it to anybody else. This should be taken as serious as a sex crime, because stealing from black wealth is one of the biggest things that you should be condemned for. This man is literally stealing wealth from our community. And the most important piece is, in the last 3 to 4 years, the real estate market was on a bubble and it was booming. So all these people that were deciding that, hey, this is a great time for me to invest, and indeed it was, actually lost out in the biggest boom in real estate history. Like, there wasn't a sweeter time than now. But guess what? There's gonna be so many selfish people that only consider themselves. And people ask me all the time, like, Tony, why are you getting involved in it with this? Why are you even talking about it? See, what I realized is, who is it? Who is going to talk about it? If I don't do it, who will? See, our community has really let people come in and just pray, and nothing is done. Everybody just continues to go on about their day like nothing happens. And more people give out. When I tell y'all, I have over $7 to $10 million minimum in people in my DMs and stories. It's unbelievable. And the crazy part is, they ain't even all came out yet. You know how many people that are still quiet? You know how many people that are still sitting there thinking that they're going to get their money back? You know how many people that Greg is still saying, bro, sis, I got you. You know how many people say, hey, look, I'm going to put you on another one. Hey, we about to close next week. Hey, we got to close them next week. And then they push the closing back again. See, all these different things that he's doing as far as pure manipulation. So I just want to make sure, like, when we talk about this, man, the reality is that the same thing that happened with Jay needs to happen to Greg. You have to be consistent, you have to be coordinated, and you got to make sure you're so fucking loud that he can never eat in peace. Like, it has to be uncomfortable when he goes at home. It has to be uncomfortable when he goes out in public. It has to be uncomfortable when he goes online. This man still gets online like nothing happened.
I see
He still
him.
gets online like nothing happened. Like, the balls to still post pictures of, like, celebrating life and acting like everything is good when you taking advantage of people was insane to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's time to really be like, man, every time we put up a post, all y'all should be reporting his fucking page. New post, report that bitch. Like, you should be reporting that shit as spam. You reporting it until his page. You should be trying to take his IG page down. You should be trying to take down any way that he's able to eat. You should be trying to get rid of that shit. That should be the energy at this point. Because at the end of the day, like, people that's blaming the victims are absolutely morons.
It's crazy.
Like,
It's insane.
you can't blame somebody that was going to a coach, a mentor, an expert, and that expert misleading them. You can't blame somebody for that. There's no way that I would ever if my students came to me to learn something and I preyed on my students instead of educating them, I am predatory. I am not a coach. I am a piece of shit. If that was what I was doing. And that's exactly what Big Bizzness was doing. He preyed on every one of his students. You guys were never his friend. You were never sis. You were never bro. You were an opportunity to be able to make money. He was going to squeeze you for whatever he could squeeze you for. And he was going to run on, he's going to do the dash. And that's what he did. He squeezed everybody for their money, and then he did the dash. And now it's time to make sure that he has to pay for this. Like, he just has to, like, I'm telling you, he has to pay. He can't continue to go online and post as if he hasn't taken advantage of all y'all. He can't continue to go out here and live his life on a normal basis, and our lives are wrecked. I'm talking about, there's people that were talking about committing suicide. I've had some conversations I haven't even let out of y'all. Like, this one dude put up like $200 and something thousand, and where he got that money from, he had so much pressure on himself that he was ready to kill himself.
That's crazy.
This dude paid me $750 to book a one-on-one call with me, just to tell his story. He's like, man, I don't even want anybody to hear the story. I don't even want to. He was so embarrassed, so embarrassed.
I get it. I get it though.
Embarrassed. He didn't even want anybody to see his face. He didn't want anybody to know. Like, he's like, yo, Tone, I'm gonna tell you like this, dog. I just wanted to be able to communicate with you, and I know your time valuable, so I booked this call just so I can come in here and be able to tell you what really happened. I don't want everybody to know. I don't want this to be recorded, but I'm in here, and I want to make sure that you can hear it. He didn't mind that I told the story. He just didn't want his name and his face to be attached to it. So he's telling me this story, and he's mentioning, like, I risked everything. I lost my relationship, friendships, everything. And, this dude's still smooth talking. He's like, and I had some dark days where I thought about doing some wild shit. And when you hear that, I'm telling you, these stories, absolutely heartbreaking. I just seen somebody in the comments said someone did take their life. Our boy Solo.
Yeah, I saw that too. I was just reading that.
See?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I'm telling you, man.
He went from city to city. I stopped following after after Cleveland. I didn't follow him after that, but I know he went to many other places. I know he was in, I think, Memphis or somewhere in Tennessee.
I think he just went to, like, Michigan or something too.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
He going
city to city.
He going to the poorest cities where he can find the cheap properties that he can buy for like $3,000 and then sell to y'all for like $30,000.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. I see people talking about they took their life, and man, I gotta get off this shit, man. Yeah, I can't. This take up my whole fucking day. I'm about to go get a workout in, Hey, y'all, tonight at 8 o'clock, um, we'll be live on YouTube. What? Man, Elma, you got to send me a live request. I got to make sure that's real. Are you serious?
They say.
What?
Is that the person that was saying they did commit suicide?
They said that someone that they know did, and I'm trying to find the name real quick because that comment is out of this world. And I want to give a shout out to my man, Multiple Streams Mine. He came in the other day and showed some love to 3 mothers. Shout out to my man, Multiple Streams. He came in and really showed love to the ladies. He bought my course and gave it away to 3 single mothers. So salute to you, brother. He was a man of his word. He gave 3 people the program for free. Insane.
That's great.
Tom, what's up, man?
What's up with you, bro?
I'm cool. Grand Rising, everybody. How y'all doing? Happy Monday.
So you're saying that you somebody that you're familiar with did what now?
Yeah, so solo investor with Mr. G. He joined a one-on-one program like I did. That's the 10K joint when you drop the 10K. And he was waiting for things to happen. And I talked him off the ledge plenty of times. He like, yo, Jay, I think I want to drive out there and go do something to him, you know? And I'm like, give him a little bit more time. Don't do nothing that's going to fuck up your whole life. You got a family and all that. And I'm chilling like maybe back mid-February, and Mr. G called me. He like, yo, you heard what happened to Solo? I'm like, nah, what happened to Solo? I just spoke to him a few weeks ago. He like, yeah, he took his wife's life, he took his son's life, and then he went on to take his life. He went on the run, and they caught him down in Virginia, and as the troopers was approaching his car, he shot himself. And I'm like, this brother has been complaining about you for almost 8+ months about where his money, you don't know what he's going through, etc. And the most I could do is just talk the brother down, like, yo, just chill, things is gonna happen. But obviously that didn't work. And yeah, RIP Solo, man. Yeah, this happened back in February.
Are you serious, bro?
Yeah, yeah. It's a tough thing. It's really sad because it's a lot of good people, you know. It's a lot of good
I
people
don't know what's going
that's been
on.
going through some stuff,
I
man.
can't hear
Divorces,
it.
people aren't talking to their fathers. I get all kind of calls too. Um, it's really heartbreaking. It really is. It is.
So what was Solo's situation with Greg?
Um, I believe Solo might have gave him a couple tens thousands, maybe like 50,000 or whatever. I forgot how much it was, but I know that Mr. G was supposed to give him some houses and didn't. Just like all of us, pretty much. Just like all of us.
Oh, so
Um,
you
I,
you also invested.
yeah, I invested with Mr. G. I bought a whole like damn near. I jumped out the window. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm an entrepreneur, so my money comes differently. So I was able to purchase a whole block from Mr. G, like a whole building. It's like a 10 unit. So it has like 10 residentials on top and 5 commercials on the bottom. Um, I just got my permits approved to be pulled a few months ago. And I'm supposed to be going out to Cleveland in the next week or two to put things together. Now, Mr. G was supposed to be helping me with construction and all this stuff like that. That's not going to happen. But me just being, I guess, somewhat of a likable guy, people want to help me out. So I'm going to fly out there and do my due diligence and, you know, do things the best way I can to get this shit done. Because I can't have my shit knocked down. He sold it to me. It was a tax lien on it. But I worked out a payment plan with the city. to not put my shit on a foreclosure. So taking care.
How much was that lien?
It was about 40K.
What?
Yeah, for a clean out that they had to do a clean out or some shit for asbestos, and they added that shit on to the taxes. And Mr. G was supposed to take care of that. He was supposed to be paying the shit off every month. It's like $1,500 every month. Supposed to be paying that off for me. It ain't happening. But what can I do? All I could do is pay that shit off so I don't lose the building, right? So that's where I'm at right now. About to go get some estimates done and see how much it actually costs for me to do the renovations, then go look for private funding. If I can't get that, then I'm just gonna take the money from my business to get this shit going, because I can't mope around. I can't mope around. That time has passed. You know, so many other people are going through that, and I just can't end up like these folks. I had my dark days. I done got myself in shit I shouldn't have gotten into because of this shit. And my mind ain't right. Come on now. And a lot of folks have the same story. So I'm fortunate that Mr. G is still he's still answering my calls. He's still answering my texts. He might not after today, but you get frustrated, man. You get it's like, I gave you this certain amount of money. There's no reason why I should be chasing my money.
How much?
I gave him like about two for the building, and then the play was to give him another 100 for five more houses, so I could get back my money for the first investment that I made. So we were supposed to flip the smaller houses until I get the money back for the multi-unit. So he gave me what he gave me he gave me the large joint, the big building. Then he gave me 3 houses out of the 5 houses he was supposed to give me for the extra 100 I gave him. So instead of getting 5 houses, I got quick claim deeds for 3 houses. Now, you know, with the quick claim deeds, that's freaky. So now I got to go and do my due diligence and make sure that them shits is valid. I mean, I went out to Detroit. I seen all them properties. I walked through them. But still, at the end of the day, it's still sus. So I got to worry about this big multi-unit in Cleveland. And then, secondly, I got to worry about Detroit, which was never my...
You like 3 bills out?
Yeah, pretty much. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So my thing is, he never really dealt with me how he dealt with others and stuff like that. But nonetheless, me being quote unquote one of his favorites or whatever, he still did me wrong. So I know if he did me dirty and me supposed to be one of his quote unquote favorite, I could only imagine what people is really going through. You know what I'm saying? So that shit is crazy to have. That's so much power and do the wrong thing. I can't understand that shit. I really can't, bro. So yeah, man. I'm sorry for everybody going through it, and I don't know if I'm ever going to see my bread back. He's still talking that talk, but the best I could do really though is to make sure nobody else invests, like I did last night. I saw my man's comment on one of his joints. He said, "Yo, I'm about to pick up one of." I said, "Yo, DM me. I got something to tell you." And I explained to him what was going on. You know, don't do it. You know what I mean? Take that money and do your due diligence and make your own investments. You don't need a group or a person to help you with it. So that's all we could do. That's all we could do now is inform others.
Yeah, you over 3 bills because you got to do the tax on John too.
Yeah. So my thing is the taxes. That's a payment plan joint stretched out over 24 months, pay like $1,500 every month, etc., etc.
That's still an extra 40 bands.
You hear what I'm saying?
Man, I hate this shit for y'all, bro.
Yeah, this shit whack. This shit really whack. But
you actually seem to have a really good spirit considering the situation, man. Like I don't know if you just have accepted it at this point or whatever, if you just got like this real chill personality, but like I'm hearing you just seem very composed.
I mean, that's
a lot of bread, dog.
That's who I am. I mean, I make a lot of money. You know, thank God I'm fortunate to do well with my business. and I'm not a 9 to 5er. So that's one thing that does keep me sane. Like I could, I see some serious money, right? Low key, right? So I know that that money I put out wasn't the end all be all, but I didn't want to start my real estate portfolio doing something small. I wanted to only invest in multi units. So I seen this guy with the joints, with the construction. That it only made sense, man. You know what I mean? I don't sleep with my other business with this with Almas. So my money comes like like I could be able to bounce back. You know what I mean? It's other people out here that don't make their money like that. So that shit is heartbreaking when you put yourself in other people's shoes and shit like that. That's yeah.
That
But I'm
that was
cool.
my thing for a lot
Hmm.
of people. I said that, you know, when that happened with me with Jay, I said, yo, I could bounce back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna be in a position where I can bounce back. But how many people that also got caught in that same exact situation that can't? How many people that actually come into this situation and they end up, you know, crashing out? Or man, because at one point, my situation, bro,
Just
people,
sad, bro.
people didn't even realize how close I was to like on some crash out type shit. See, everybody think everything just real estate and business, but when you start playing with people with that type of money, it's a whole lot of shit that go through your head.
You don't even know people ain't we don't even get half the stories on here. It's people that have had arguments with their wives, pulling out guns in the house. Now they ain't married no more. It's people that's been waiting in front of his house for a month or two with the thing and shit pause, and he ain't come out. He just fucking these are professional people. Not all people come from. We all come from the inner city, but not everybody comes from that type of life, right? And you got people crashing out that's fucking teachers and all work for the fire department. That goes to tell you that what you're doing is more than wrong. It's immoral. It's like, how do you even sleep? I don't even know if the nigga could sleep at night. How you even sleep at night? So that's where we at with this shit, man. I hope we get some kind of closure. I hope we get some kind of closure. We might not get our bread back, but
He gonna end up going to jail, bro. That's the only type of closure. Like here's what like, and I'm just gonna tell everybody. Here's our real plan. Should be making enough attention first and foremost to make sure, like you did last night, where you can protect other people from being able to become victims first and foremost. That
yeah,
should be the first. That should be the first thing for anybody. It's like if you really a
yeah,
real one, you don't want nobody else to get took like that.
yeah,
That's the first thing. We gotta stop. We gotta stop other people because, bro, every day that he putting up a post, every day that he's doing this, yo, somebody's believing the story. Somebody's believing, and he's a good talker. He's a fast talker.
yeah. He'll
So
make
he know how
you
to put.
like him for sure. He'll
Yeah,
make you
so
like him.
he know how to do it. Hey, babe, man, I peeped him from when I first met him. I'm like, let me just play bro slow, cause I've been around enough niggas where I'm like, he got too much smooth game. He like,
Right.
I'm like, so let me play him slow. But more importantly, man, like after we do the prevention piece for people, we need to start going into like the next step is like how do we get law enforcement, whatever? Because I'm just gonna be honest. I seen this man credit report. The mortgage company had
That shit crazy.
listen. The mortgage company has reached out to me trying to sell me the mortgage. So they feel like he's about to either bankrupt or something, and they don't think that they're gonna be able to get the money. So
Out of here. He out of
yeah,
here. He out of here.
yeah, so the bread tapped out. Like y'all money is gone. Like and I hate to say it like that, but a lot of people like you actually never received the property and you don't like you fucked.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
so like the next step is like now after we get the attention on them, then we got to start saying, hey, let's get attorney general or whoever else involved so we can start making the next. Because bro, like I don't want nobody to go lose their life crashing out over this dude, man. Because I know it's some people like bro, it's some
It
people that's really
already
gonna be.
happened. Now we got to prevent more from happening. It already happened. Now the best we could do is because Solo was a good cat, and I know his mental was just